Let me think.
roughly. And then I'm going to graph A prime, B prime, and C prime.
Okay, there. All right.
Sorry, I did not graph that correctly. Sorry, I did not graph it correctly so far, so let me just back this off. Why is this looking right? This is one of the issues I have with doing it by hand, is it's not looking right, but that's
Yeah.
okay. All right, so this is A, this is B, and this is C. Okay. What do you see? Or maybe better question is like what is it not? Like what is it? Could you say it's not any of these?
It's rotated clockwise.
Yeah, it's not this, it's not this, it's one
Yeah.
or the other. Clockwise, if you haven't looked at an analog clock,
Yeah, it's
analog is
clockwise.
done with the hands. We all have digital now. Um, you always move one quadrant. When you rotate, you'll always see a movement from like a quadrant to another quadrant. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right. Um, so let's look at kind of a related question. So just looking at this, it's asking you which of these rotations, reflections, or translations could it be?
Um, rotated. Wait, no, wait. Uh, the no, it's reflected. No, it is rotated. Wait, no, it's translate. Wait, is it rotated or is it translated?
So the think of I get your video games aren't like this, but the video games I played, which sound really archaic, like we can only move kind of like up, down, left, and right, and that's kind of the way to start. Is like imagine just sliding the piece. I don't know if you ever played any of those games on your
Or couldn't
phone
it
where
be
you have to.
translated to the right and then down?
Yes. So this would be just a rotation. I'm sorry, just a translation. The reason it's not a rotation is that because it could be, it kind of looks like a rotation because you go two quadrants away. Is it does sort of change orientations. It just won't. It's not that it's
Yeah, it'll be backwards. Or
yeah.
yeah,
So when you see it in the exact same sort of like I don't know what the right word is, but orientation is all I can think of. Then it's typically just a translation. Okay, so for the next one here, you don't have to have graph paper, but I'd like you to make a rough sketch um, of these 3 points, F, G, and H,
yeah.
a rough sketch, and then we're going to reflect them over the x-axis, and I want you to give me the new coordinates.
I don't need over the X. Flip it. Wait, when you rotate over the X, doesn't it make the Y negative?
Well, one of the ways you could do it is just do one of the points to verify what you just said. Like plot any one of them and then go over the x-axis and decide if what you said is true or not. You don't have to guess. And I'm not saying you're wrong or right. I'm just saying like you can tell me for sure.
Yeah, it does. Or it would like opposite. If it's negative, it make it positive. So yeah, it makes the Y negative. But the X stays the same.
The x stays the same. So give me the points, give me the ordered pair for f prime. What would that become?
-7, -3.
Okay, g prime
I mean +2, -6.
and h prime.
+3, -5.
Okay, very good. All right. job on that. Did your teacher give you a cheat sheet for rotations, reference sheet?
No.
Well, they should have given you one. I'm looking for one here. It's really useful to have. I would print this out. Printers are kind of like analog
I don't
clocks.
think I'd be able to use it on a test.
Well, it's good to have just out to look at so you can see the rules as you're working through problems. Or at least just have this link on your phone to look up. It's got everything in one page, which is nice. The reason I bring that up is because the rotations, which are down at the bottom, they are going to come in handy for the next couple of problems. That's the ones you said, hey, I'm doing a lot of. Like there are rules for this. Okay. So the rule is 90 counterclockwise, the same as clockwise, 270, 270 counterclockwise, and sometimes 90 clockwise. Like they're the same rule. Hopefully you saw that in class, like that's nothing new. Because sometimes it'll say like rotate it clockwise 90 degrees, and maybe you only know the counterclockwise rule. Like you only have to remember one of these. You just remember this other one goes with it.
Oh my dog. Okay.
So if none of that made sense, that's okay. We're gonna do a problem here where you're going to need to use this rule for it. So let me grab a snip of that and put it on screen. Here we go. All right. So 90 degrees counterclockwise. I'll go grab that one. So this is the rule. So I'm just going to get this where you can actually see it on the screen. Okay, there's the rule. All right. So the rule says take your X and Y value, flip them. So the Y becomes the X becomes the Y, but then negate the Y. So you have to go to this graph here and pick a point like A or maybe B and figure out its existing ordered pair and then use the rule to manipulate it.
Shut. Wait. Oh, okay. So that would be it. Wait. So if you rotate, for example, A clockwise, right? Would that make it, if it's a negative Y, would that make it positive? Wait, no. Wait, no mind, no mind, no mind, no mind.
It does negate the Y. You can see negates.
Yeah. Okay. Wait, but I guess it doesn't matter because that's the Y, not the X. Okay. Wait. So it would be -2, -2. So it would be C.
Is C the only one that is that?
Yeah.
So I don't like doing that pair as much as I would choose one where the numbers are different. So like point B is 2, 5. And so that one's a little bit easier to -5, comma 2, which I'm not saying your answer is wrong or anything like that. It's just sometimes it's better. It's better to choose a point where the X and Y values are different. That way, if you make a mistake or something like that, you kind of can do that.
Okay.
You can kind of get away with, if you mess up one of the numbers, it'll be kind of clear. All right, let me look up, grab another problem here. I'm just trying to find one that we maybe can use this for, but they don't emphasize this as much, these rotations, as the other ones. Okay, let's look at another problem here. Also trying to avoid having to graph stuff. as much as possible. So make sure you know which is the original. The original is FKW. That's the one in the lower left.
Oh, it rotates clockwise, 90. It's B. Wait. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Oh, wait, no. Which one's the starting point?
From to.
F. Okay, then yeah, it rotates counterclockwise. Wait. Yeah. No,
So
no, clockwise. I meant B. I meant B.
yeah, that's clockwise.
I meant, I meant,
And then
I meant clockwise.
yeah, and just putting this in here just in case you look at the notes later. Yeah, so you're going this direction, which is clockwise. It's easy to miss that. All right. We've not done a problem like this where so it gives you the triangles. I could do one like so you kind of like the first one. You have the ordered pairs of the triangle and then the new triangle. And what you could do is like compare like A to A prime to be like what's the same and what's different. Same with B and B prime.
Oh.
It might help you to determine what the
Would it be reflective of the y-axis? No, x-axis.
well, it's one of them. Which
X
one and
because
why?
of y. Because we know well, I meant y because the x. I mean, because the y doesn't change should be the y-axis.
So here's A, -3, -1, and then A prime is over here.
Yeah,
If you
reflective of
just
y.
if you just graph one point, you get the answer. Like minimal effort if you get the answer is the point. All right. Let's look at another one here. All right, go ahead and take a look at this one. I'm going to just step away for 30 seconds or less, but I'll be right back. All right, I am back.
Three.
Do you have an answer? Do you have
Hold
questions?
on. D.
All right, so it's like taking each X value and adding 4 to it, taking each Y value and subtracting 6 from it. So I think you've got it right here, but -7 plus 4 would be -3. Looking at that first ordered pair, the 6 minus 6 becomes 0, and that's the only one like that. Very good. All right, so let me grab this transformation thing one more time. You're going to need that for the next problem here. All right, specifically, you're going to need this middle one. So if you want to make a note of that, mental note, that 180 degrees, you take the X, you negate it, you take the Y, you negate it. Here is your new problem to look at.
Um. Yes. 2 -2. Is it B?
How did you come up with B?
Um. The whatever rotation for clockwise 180 is negative. So
Okay, which ordered pair did you use to check it?
2 and 5 B.
Okay, so B is 2 and
Negative
5.
to -5.
The negative to -5, that's the only one. These multiple choice are kind of weak, but that's all we've got. It's a lot harder to make these up on the fly. All right, a couple more here. Do you have fall break coming up, by the way?
Yeah.
When is that?
Sorry, hold up. Like Starts on,
next week?
starts after Friday this week.
Okay, so you're off next week from
Yeah,
school?
yeah.
All right. I assume we'll be canceling a
Yeah.
lesson, but uh,
I'll be
be here.
in Mexico.
Oh, nice. Excellent. All right. What do you see here?
Uh, Reflection
Right.
across the y-axis. I mean x-axis. Reflection across the x-axis. C.
So it's letter C. Good. Good. All right. Nicely done. Okay, so here's a new question. Reflection over the y-axis. They want you to figure out which of these ordered pairs are correct for the new drawing.
A. Reflection over the y-axis. It would be -1, 6. Oh, A would be so B.
You're going with letter B.
Yeah.
And did you use coordinate A as
Yeah.
your starting point 1, 6? So when you're going over the y-axis, what changes?
The X
The
coordinate.
X value. Yeah, it's right there. And that's A prime is -1, 6. Really good. All right, just look at this next one. All right, here's another one for us to look at. All right, which transformation was performed on TNZ to form CRM? Make sure you know which one you're starting with and which one you're running
Is
to.
it rotation 180?
Yes. Does it matter if it's clockwise or counterclockwise?
No.
It does not. It could be either because they get you to the same place. All right, let's make this our last one for today. You definitely have all this down. All right, so 3 units to the right, 3 and 2 units up. Probably good to just pick an ordered pair again and then shift it and flip it.
Where's B? Hold up.
Like B. B's been that good one for you to go.
Yeah, 3 units to the right, so 2, 5, so 5 and 5, 7, 5, D.
This is B. This is D. Very good. Okay. Probably the most important thing is that cheat sheet I sent you
Yeah.
um, with the rotations there, but you're all done. Good job for the week here. Let me go ahead and stop the recording.